Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Two Transit Misfits on
Yo,
YouTube. What's up,
what
Blunt?
up, peoples? What's good, peoples?
Uh oh.
How we doing today? I don't know if I sound loud or whatever.
Yo, you're good. You're good. But I can see you're updating your style from the last time we started the
Yeah,
show.
that was terrible, bro. I was like, yo, what the
Yeah,
hell? Was I
yeah.
fucking
The
sleeping?
show's about low morale, and you said with, "Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah,
How's
it
everybody?"
started off with
Yo,
the
what's up with
lowest
that voice
morale.
from that I heard you on the phone that time? Yo, hey, everybody, what you doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
you know I love I love you, Pete. Man, come on.
Yo, you seen the
Man.
TikTok I did with the low voice? I actually believe that some people actually thought that was me.
I don't know. You know what? It doesn't surprise me.
Uh,
It doesn't surprise me. People are so gullible now; they believe anything.
Big
And
time,
I
man.
can't even blame them because
You proved it. You've done some videos on
misinformation is
TikTok
out there.
too. And you get a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
hatred over it, and it's a joke.
Yep,
This
yep, yep, yep.
millennials.
Is it them? But is it
We love you,
them? It's
millennials.
not
We
just
love you,
them.
millennials. Subscribe.
It's not just them. Subscribe and hit the bell.
Okay, so we got a couple of good stories. I see that you got loaded a couple of stories too, so we're definitely have a full
I
show.
loaded one story.
One story. Okay.
One story.
But I want to start this. I just added this because I think we should talk about this at least a little bit. We spoke about it last night on our TikTok live. By the way, guys, we're kind of
Oh yeah, hold on.
hmm?
Hold on. Yeah, I got something for that. Hold on.
You got something?
I
He's
got
always full
something
of
for that.
surprises.
Where is it though? Where the
Mhm.
I mean, go ahead. I don't know what I did with it.
You
I
don't
thought I
have it? It's
saved it.
not on. It's not loaded. It's not.
No, it's not loaded. I
Oh, you're
thought
looking
I
for it?
loaded it. I didn't load it.
Yes. Anyway, you
Yeah,
you
go
you
ahead.
throw
Keep
it on
talking.
whenever. We uh we kind of I started doing these videos on TikTok. Ask a bus operator from New York. People ask questions regarding the job. Nothing that's like internal because I don't want no problems. But like about the job, if you like it, how can you get in it? Things like that. And then I did a TikTok. Blunt came on, and we did it together. We did last night, the second one, I believe, that we went live, and it did pretty good. Did pretty good on TikTok. We actually got a lot of comments and quite a few questions. So, guys, if you got TikTok, I know a lot of you guys got TikTok. You just don't post videos. Um, Go check us out. And Blunt, when we were talking about going live with a TikTok channel, with a TikTok page, we can't because that needs 1,000 viewers. So we really can't
On TikTok?
go. Yeah, remember, you can't go live until you get 1,000 viewers, not views, viewers.
I know that was
So
for I know
followers.
that was for YouTube.
No, no, no,
Oh
no.
yeah, right. Follow right on TikTok. Yeah, yes, on
Followers. You
TikTok.
need
Yes.
1,000 followers in order to go live. Yeah, so
Right.
we can't from
Yeah.
that page. You and me were
Not
over the
yet.
1,000 on there, so we could go
On
live,
our
but
on our
not that page.
yeah on our solo pages. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I know.
we'll continue that, trying to bring people in.
Uh,
So guys, there's
you know what I was doing?
what's that?
Well, I'm at the layover looking for the video. I'm like, where is it? And I downloaded it 3 different times.
Very okay, but you got it.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming up.
Okay,
So
what now?
here we go. So as it processes. I mean, you finished talking about it?
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited about it. It's like we're starting a new thing now, a new little venture with this.
Yeah, so guys, I
You
mean,
know,
I mean, if you're watching us and you follow us here on YouTube, we have the TikTok channel. Go to the TikTok channel. Just you don't like you just what do you
you
follow?
follow
I'm like y'all get
on
confused
TikTok.
with all these different
I know.
platforms. You follow us on TikTok. Hit the like button and follow us on TikTok. Let's grow that channel also because TikTok's a lot shorter. A lot of shorter videos.
Mhm.
and we do the Q&A. So it's kind of fun dealing with the public like that.
It is.
But
It
yeah,
is. We're getting a nice amount of people commenting and
mhm.
asking questions. So that we do on TikTok, and so far we've gone twice.
Two trains of misfits, same name, two
Yeah.
trains.
So you got that video to throw, and then we start.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Go
yeah.
go
You
for it.
got throw it, then start. Let's
Hey
go.
everyone, welcome to another Q&A with a bus operator from New York. Good morning everyone, and welcome to another segment of Q&A with a bus operator from New York. Hey everybody, welcome to another Q&A with a bus operator from New York. And today's question, why would a person want to become a bus operator rather than a subway operator?
Yeah.
That was it.
So switch. Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Switch. All right. So
So that was it.
check us out.
So that's what's going
Listen,
down. Making moves, y'all. Making moves.
let's say hello to everybody that's joining us live on YouTube.
What up, Jesse Figueroa?
Um,
What's good, my
after we're
brother?
done, after we're done here on YouTube, tomorrow we will post the link to our Facebook pages for those that missed the live. But you could catch us live. You got to be here on YouTube, so you could comment.
Yep,
And as the
that's it.
blunt says, join the conversation. So
Join the
listen, let's start. This is
conversation.
serious. We spoke yesterday about mental health, right, on the TikTok. You had a lot to say about that. And now we just had we lost. For those of you, I mean, it's all over right now, especially on TikTok. DJ Twitch boss.
Yeah, DJ
Uh,
Twitch.
he was a DJ from So You Can Dance, and he was also the DJ in Ellen's show, the Ellen Show.
He was the guest DJ at Ellis show.
Yeah, and very happy, very up. What do you call it? Uh,
Upbeat, up tempo.
Upbeat.
Like
Yeah, get everybody jumping, everything, and
he was like the hype man for the show, and Ellen loved that dude, man.
hell yeah, big
You
time.
know,
And well, he's passed to saying it was suicide.
suicide. Yeah, he unlifed himself.
Unlived himself, yeah. And for those that don't know what Blunt just said on live, when there's in social media, there's certain things you cannot say, and like on TikTok, if you say the other word, they shut you down. So I
Yep.
guess to keep us safe here, we'll say that too, like you just said. So I mean, yeah, um, and it's rough to see because you see all his videos with his wife, his kids, and he was so
And
happy. They posted one that he did
they
24
blowing it up
hours
on
before.
TikTok, man.
Yeah, and
They are blowing him up on TikTok right now
it's sad, but people, we have to, you know, bring awareness this to mental health.
to
As
mental
you can
health.
see, sometimes you see somebody on the outside looking like everything's cool, and
I mean, you got two perfect examples. You got Twitch and you have Robin Williams. And if you
Robin
see
Williams.
them in person or whenever you see them on TV, they just about as happy as can be. You cannot tell that something is wrong. And that's why I always preach mental awareness, mental health. Go get you a shrink, even if you don't have. Listen, man, I can't keep saying the same thing over and over again, but it's very, very important, man. People don't realize how hard it is dealing with when you have mental illnesses, depression, anxiety, fatigue, PTSD. Those are mental battles that you have to deal with, and those things are not easy to combat because they're constantly barraging you every day.
Oh, I
I
meant to
mean,
put this
listen,
picture for those that haven't seen him.
I have battled with PTSD, depression, and anxiety ever since my faithful day, and it is a daily chore. It is a daily battle, and people see my posts, they see my TikToks, they see the things, and it's all happy go lucky. But man, there's days when I literally feel the world on my shoulders, and I feel like I am too tired. And
Yeah.
I gotta say this because it's very, very important. there are days where if I didn't have the mental fortitude to truly and utterly dislike uh taking your own life, because I'm 100% against that, I would have been did that. I would have been at least tried. But I despise that because I feel this is just my personal opinion. Uh, the claims that are about to be made are not those of Brooklyn Pete or the two Transit Misfits. This is solely of Eric Garcia and your boy Blunt.
I'm over here like, what are you
No, but
saying?
this
Like,
I had to think about it real quick. I was looking to see if I could find a disclaimer, but it's
but
not
let me
there.
ask
The
you
other
real
one that we
quick. Let
usually
me
have.
ask you real quick. Because you say to talk to someone. You say that you have a professional you talk to. You don't think that it's okay to talk to someone else who's a close family member? Like, I remember you
Anybody,
saying they're not gonna know
anybody,
what to do. They're not gonna understand. Like, I
right?
brought that up to you. You was like you wouldn't understand what
No,
I'm
yeah,
going
because
through.
there's
That's why I talk to professional. Because if I
right.
tell you, you're
Let
gonna
me
be like, "Oh, sorry," and that's it. But
right. Let
isn't
me
it?
clear that up.
People should. It's okay to vent out if you have someone that
Yes,
you could just
there
talk
is.
to,
Mm-hmm.
just to put an ear that not necessarily that they're gonna give you professional, advice. Like, I couldn't get professional advice to someone that came to me that is going through that kind of a problem, but maybe it could just be there to listen to you. Maybe somehow I could say something that would be, like, okay, that makes sense, but just someone that you could talk to. So that's what I
Yeah,
want to
no,
bring up, because you
and
said
you
that
absolutely
you can't understand unless you talk to somebody.
no right. You're absolutely right. I might have uh uh misspoke there. It's not that you shouldn't just talk to anybody, because I mean the problem is there are certain situations that unless you've been there, you really don't have a clue on what that other person is going through.
Mm,
And there are certain people you can't just vent to, because they're not your friends.
mm,
You know,
mhm.
you have to be very careful about who you
That's what I say. You
venting
have
to and who
somebody, a
you
family member, a good
talking
friend
to.
that you could talk to.
Right,
Yeah, you
right.
can't just give your
And
business to Larry, Moe, and Dick out there. But it's
but the problem
you
the
would know. You would
problem
know
with the
yourself
only
who you can call and
right,
talk and listen. I need to talk to you. I just want you to hear me out. I need to vent. Someone that could be like,
right,
okay, and that person not gonna go start telling everybody else, oh yeah, do you hear what Blunt is doing? You know what happened to him? Like, someone to keep it on the low,
right.
just talk to you and just be there. Sometimes I think you
I mean
just need
when
that.
yeah, and I had this problem with when I first discovered that I had this anxiety and PTSD and depression, that I was just reaching out to anybody because my significant other wasn't there for me. And I was just anybody out, and I'll just blurt my business out. And it got back to me, that the people who I trusted some of my secrets with, which is going around telling everybody. And that was like,
Mm,
you know, like that's like one of the worst things you can hear. So, you got to be careful who you vent to. If you have a family member or a friend that you trust with in that capacity, yeah, share anybody you feel like it. But my whole thing is to get a professional, because they have training in the things that are needed to help you. Again, I said this before. My professional does not give me the answers. What she does is she helps me figure out how to get to the answer in my own way. And that's very important when you're dealing with mental illness, because how do you fight your own brain? How do you fight your own body when your body's fighting against you? That's a huge question. It's a huge question, and these people who are trained, they find different avenues, or they help you think a certain way because you might not be thinking a certain way, to get to the answers that you need. And they're bound by, it's like they have like attorney-client privilege, doctor-patient privilege. They're bound by that, so know, you don't have to worry about somebody else finding out about your business.
Right, right.
But it's very important. I mean, I there's rumors about why Twitch took his life. I don't know if it's true or not, but it has something to do with the crash of the, what is it called, the FT. I forgot that down NFT, something like that. One of those
Oh,
FT stock thing.
like a bit
It's not
like
an NFT.
Bitcoins?
So, yeah, something like that. One of those
Really?
stock thing that he invested his life savings in, and that whole thing tanked. FT,
Mm.
I forgot what it's. Somebody in the
Yeah, it's an
comments, if
NFT.
you know what I'm talking about.
It's an
Yeah, but
NFT.
they have a name for it.
It's kind of like you take it
Something.
from apps,
FTX. There you go. Thank
NTX,
you,
and you
Jesse.
save it,
FTX.
and you kind of
FTX.
save it in a
Yeah.
place that if those apps or whatever they go down, you don't lose that.
Right. But he invested his whole. This is pure speculation, guys. I just heard it today. They said that he had invested his life savings in it. And, that whole thing was a sham, and
Oh
they
wow.
they tanked that whole company. I don't know if it's true or not. Again, this is not actual evidence. It's just a rumor I
A
heard.
rumor.
But yeah, I mean, still, he had a beautiful. This is why I have my thing against people who off themselves. To me, first of all, as much problems as you had, there's always somebody else that's going through worse. Um, I understand and I fully empathize with the feeling that there is no light at the end of the tunnel. There is no shiny clouds coming up. You cannot see good times ahead. I fully understand that. I 100% been there, where you cannot see in the future anything better happening. And at that point, you're at your lowest and you feel like it might just be better to off yourself. I get it. I understand it. And I've been there. But here's the thing: if you try to off yourself and you succeed, because a lot of times people do not succeed, and you succeed, there's no coming back. There's no coming back for that. And you may have solved your problems, but they haven't left. And now those who love you have to bear that burden. And then there's going to be at least a couple that's close to you that you're going to leave them feeling like they failed you. And
Yeah.
you're going to have to live with that for the rest of their life. Is that really what you want?
They'll always
You
be
see how
blaming
selfish it can
themselves.
sound? You see how selfish that can sound because you wanted to offer yourself. Now you just burden a bunch of other people who love you. You may not even know that they love you in that way. But now they have to bear that weight for the rest of their life. Every time your name comes up, every time something comes up with your name that reminds them of you, they're going to hurt. And you know how they say when you lose a loved one, it gets better with time, which is a lie. That's a
Mm.
total lie. It doesn't get better with time. What happens is you learn how to live with that.
Yeah,
You know,
cope with it.
that pain stays just as sharp as the first day you found out whatever it is that gave you that pain. So you learn how to live with it. My brother passed away 20, almost 25, 26 years ago. And I still cry this day sometimes when I think about him. It's like he passed away that day. I learned to live with it. We talk about it, we laugh, and we joke about it. But there are days when my depression hits me. And when your depression hits you, if you have depression, it's like it bottles everything that's sad to you and it holds it in your memory bank. So they could go, hey, remember this? And mess with you. Literally. I had a dog when I was about 4 or 5 years old that we had to leave behind to move to the projects. And when I get depressed, I think about the stupid dog. I am 49 years old. I had that dog when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I still remember the dog, and it hurts that day we had to leave the dog. That's how depression works, though. No, it's not. It's not a joke. It's funny, but it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Yeah, yeah, Jesse.
I want to put the number. I'm sorry, it's just you got me thinking about stuff right now. Um,
Depression. That's that beast right there,
as a
boy.
number for
Yeah,
National Suicide Prevention, guys. If you have that thought in your
yeah.
mind and you can't talk to someone, you could call this number. Talk
Yo,
to someone.
call that number 1-800-273-8255. Write it down, take a screenshot, put it in your phone, hand it over to somebody. If any of you misfits, and this is from the heart, and Pete, I'm not playing when I say this. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to and you want to talk to somebody outside your circle, hit me up. Hit me up. I'll you can lean on my shoulder. Trust me, I won't put your business out there for a small fee. I won't put your
For a
business
small
out there.
fee. Hmm.
Nah, but I won't put your business out there, and it'll be a heart to heart. I've been through so much you wouldn't even believe, and I'm still here. So if you don't have nobody, or you got to talk to somebody outside of your circle, holler at your boy. Let's move on, man, because otherwise we're gonna have people hanging themselves.
Oh God, no. Okay, let's get this rid of this number now, which I can't find it now.
98
So,
option one.
there's something
Jesse, you
else.
serious?
Hmm?
Jesse Figueroa, are you serious? 98 option one. With y'all. We're gonna have to get Jesse one of those special helmets
All
and
right,
put him on the
guys.
short bus. Yeah, yeah.
Let's move on now. But our hearts go out to the family, to the boss family,
Twitch.
Twitch. Um, so I wanted to bring an update. This whole thing about ABA that we were talking about this back in 2018. 2018, we did a show. This was during the local 100 contract negotiations. We did a show. We had Rob Martinez, uh,
Mm-hmm.
e-board member, uh, TOU local 100 from Jackie Gleason. We had him on our show, and we're talking. We brought up the ABA being. Uh, see, I had. Well, we got it. Let me just real quick. ABA. This is for children on the spectrum. This is things that it helps you that you need this service. We're not just talking about speech and OT. This helps communicate more effectively, acquire key life skills, manage emotions, socialize, and make friends. Let go of harmful behaviors like self injury and so much more. This service is very important to children in the spectrum. Not everybody can get that. Basically, when you start with autism and they have these services that you have ABA to like H3 and then ABA is canceled. ABA is very expensive, costs upwards of $600 a lesson, um, a visit, like an hour, $600. It's very expensive. So what we're trying to do was to bring it up to transit because we have Aetna the coverage, and Aetna covers ABA services, but we don't have it in our plan. Now, we've also heard other places that have gone against their medical and won to get ABA for the children. And what I wanted to do was to see in transit how many are parents of children on the spectrum, children that need this service, and we wanted to get them together to try to push MTA's hand to give us that on our medical plan because it is needed and we have a lot and we since then since 2018 we found out there's been a lot of children, um a lot of transit workers that have children on the spectrum. So we were trying to do that. We kind of stopped for a bit. Well, I don't even remember why we stopped. I think it was this whole um what was it? We just didn't have all the information that we needed. We were trying to get people together.
We were waiting. Yeah, we were waiting on
Yeah,
some
so
phone calls from certain lawyers and stuff like that.
right.
That
So
we were
seven
talking to.
months ago, we revisited this. And for you guys, if you want to go check it out on our YouTube channel, that's our show 141. And it says, it is titled, We Need ABA Services for Our Children. So if you could go into our YouTube channel, to Transcend Misfits, look for that show number 141, and you could check that out. We had, for the first time on our show, and her first time ever on on social media live, Miss Michelle Lopez, who also has a child on the
Hmm.
spectrum. She works for Transit. Um, she was going through some issues herself right there, and she was very much into helping out. She wound up getting us a number for a lawyer firm, which was on hold. Then your boy Blunt right here, he started a petition to sign a petition. The petition, it's not doing as good as we would hope it would. We were asking people to share it. We were asking you to just sign it, because all we needed was a signature. We weren't asking you for money, no donations, just to sign. Because with that signature, if we see a lot of transfer workers that are signing this, it could help us on our plight. Understand? So I
Right.
don't know. I think
The
that you,
more,
if
the
it's
more,
posted.
the more, hold on, the more
Mm.
numbers we get on the petition, the more strength that the petition has, that we can go to the union and have them bring that for the next contract negotiation that we need. To get that again. And it's not like you asking for them to just fully pay for it. You want them to swap something that's not being utilized enough to something that's even more important, because like you said, there's a growing number of transit workers who having children that are being born on the spectrum. So it's getting more and more, it's being more important, it's beginning to get more and more important as we speak.
And any of you that are in transit that want to push this issue up, I won't be able to go. But if you can go, and we're gonna have our next mass membership. This is for the local TW Local 100. The next mass membership meeting is set for January 28th of this year, next year, January 28th at the Sheraton in Midtown. The doors will open at 11, and the meeting starts at 1 p.m. sharp. All right, guys. So again, mass membership meeting is set for January 28th, 2023 at the Sheraton in Midtown. Doors open at 11. The meeting starts at 1 p.m. sharp. This is a good thing to bring up there and try to talk and maybe get the union behind it to help us with
Not
this.
only that, don't wait for that. Go to your depot chair, go to your union rep and
Yeah,
bring it
yeah.
up. Bring it up. We have right now, I just posted the link to the petition.
Thank you.
You can copy that link. It's I
Share
don't know
it.
why it came out so big. Share it, copy it, bring it, download it to your phone. So when you talk to other members, pass it out to them. Forward it to them, and have them sign the petition. The more people we get to sign the petition, the better power we have to getting this done. And
And
we got almost 500 right now, right?
yeah,
We got almost 500
yeah.
right now.
And you don't
So
need to have a child on the spectrum. Maybe you know someone.
no,
Pass the information
yeah,
down, or just sign it, but let them know,
yeah.
hey, they got this petition going on. I know that you have a child on the spectrum. Here, sign it. See what we can do. Um, so besides Michelle Lopez, who I haven't spoken to her in a while, but gonna reach out to her again because I know she's very interested in helping us out. And I asked permission to mention this name, SLD, Miss Letty Pringle. She reached out to us, and she knows a lot of people in transit with children on the spectrum. So she's backing us up. She's joining us in that fight. Even as she's in a different with a different union, but she's gonna join us in the fight. She's passing the word.
That's fine.
She
Yeah,
knows a
no,
lot of people. Also, Joy, who's gonna join us. Oh, by the way, she also gave me a number to the MTA's transit lawyer who would fight that also. So that's another thing
nice.
that we got. What else I got that just happened? My child, you guys know, it's on the spectrum also, and I've got backing from his developmental pediatrician, Dr. Donner, Denner, Dr.
Did
Denner
he
here
sign
in
the
Staten
petition?
Island. Hmm?
Did he sign the petition?
Yeah. Well, she's waiting for me to send her the link. She's gonna sign it, and she's gonna pass it to other doctors and other people that she knows. So we're on track. We're gonna be on hot track really, really quick. She's like, I will help you guys in whatever. Send me it. Send me the petitions. Send me whatever names you need, which I'll be doing. You just took him this week. He had an appointment. She's a really good developmental pediatrician here in Staten Island. Very hard to get an appointment with her. We got her in. She's doing really good with Michael. And like I said, she's all in. We just went in, and well, she's gonna help us. Um, so guys, the petition is up. Please sign that. If you are interested in helping us with this, hit us up. Blunt or myself, hit us up. If you're interested in doing this, what we want to do is change our medical insurance to have ABA in it. Now, my child at HE's right now, he might not. This might not really work for him anymore at his
Right.
age
Right.
because at certain
He might
level,
grow out of it. Right.
yeah, at certain level, there's not much that ABA would do. Plus, he's done so many. He's come up a long way. He's doing really
Mhm.
good. So he might not need that, but that's not going to stop me from fighting so that children on the spectrum get ABA here in transit, because there are a lot of
Yep.
other parents, younger children in transit that need it. So, folks, I hope that you join us in this. Please, it's very important. Again, if you don't have a child on the spectrum, it doesn't matter. Sign the petition and pass it on. Like Blunt said, the more we have, the more it's going to help us in this when we take it forward. Because we're going, if we have to go to a lawyer, we're going to go to a lawyer. We got a lawyer lined up, and with the doctors that we have right now, they're the pediatrician that she'll write whatever she needs to. She's going to help, and who else? And SLD, Miss Letty Pringle, also pushing. So it's all about just getting this running. So guys, again, please join us in this. Again, we didn't stop, we didn't forget. We just had to get things together, set up, and try to talk to the right people and how to go right about this. And we're gonna continue, and we're gonna keep you guys, what do you call it, updated as we go along. And hopefully, let's get these numbers up on our petition.
That I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I'm looking at the channel. I'm gonna put the link up when we finish because I don't know if we could click on that link that's up there. So
Oh
I'll make
man,
sure that it's on the channel, but it's
Erica, you were
definitely on our
saying
page. The Two
before,
Transit
or
Misfits.
you were saying before about Jesse. Jesse says, "Can I come to the meeting? I'm autistic, but I don't know my spectrum level."
Mm. I already
Um,
answered that though.
oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear
yeah,
that.
mass meetings are for employee. No, I put it in the text. Mass meetings are
Oh, okay.
for members only. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
work
yeah,
for transit to go to a mass meeting. Outsiders not allowed.
yeah. But Jesse, but sign the petition and you share it. Help us out.
Yeah, you could still sign a petition. Your signature will help just as anybody else's. It doesn't. They don't care who signs the petition. They just want to see numbers. The more people are interested, the more momentum we can get. So Jesse, you can sign it. Have your friends sign it. Have your family sign it. It don't matter. Just sign it. And it's not going to come out your pocket. They might ask you for change, or say might ask you for a donation. You don't have to. You don't have to. You could just sign it and let it go.
And that's it.
Let it go.
Even
That's
when it
it.
says you want to go further
Well,
and share, if you don't want to share, I mean, you want to share it.
yeah, yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
sign the petition. Have your friends sign it. Appreciate your signature. It's important. I don't have a child on the spectrum. So, but Mike is like my little nephew. So, I want to make
Yeah,
sure,
man, we really
even if
appreciate that you went ahead and did
e-
that. The
e-
petition, you done
even if he
videos.
might even if he might outgrow it by the time this might come to fruition, you know, um, I was hoping, honestly, I was thinking about this for a long time because it affects you so bad that I really wish it could happen during his time. But I would hope, and let's see if it happens. But I was really thinking, like, if if this happens to come true and transit comes around and swaps it out and puts in, even if they just put it in, even if they don't say we're gonna do one better and just put it in as part of their medical plan, um, we could actually name it after your son.
Ah,
You know, that would be like I could see you in tears behind that.
that would be cool. I really don't think
And
transit,
name it that.
our union. I mean, that would
You
be
never
great.
know. Yeah, have the union push for it, and you never know. Call it Mikey. I don't know, something. Come up with a good name for it. The Mikey.
Team Michael ABA. I don't know.
Yeah, Mike Team Michael. I don't know. What come up with? Maybe you
Yeah.
guys can come up with a good name. His son's name is Michael. Make sure you add that in there. I
Imagine
was
that.
there. That'll be cool. Yeah, give him a nice little
That would be cool.
uh, uh solidify his legacy. Yeah, that'd be great, man. And you don't even know this, but I had put into to meet with the mayor um to see, what are the chances that he actually meets with me? Probably zero. But I sent him an email and I asked to have a meeting with him. And this was one of the issues I wanted to bring up. Of course, I also was going to bring up another issue about disability in transit, but this is definitely on the agenda to talk to him about and see where he stands and what he can do to help us if he want that vote. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Respect the spectrum. I like that. Hashtag respect the spectrum.
Nice.
Hashtag
So,
be aware that there's even a spectrum. So a lot of people don't understand that there's a spectrum out there.
well, let's move it along. You had a story or two to bring up. So, like, if you could bring that up.
Yeah, I kind of was just searching real quick to see if I find anything interesting to talk about for today. And I found this, which I thought was absolutely nuts. Progressive NYC polls push to eliminate bus fares amid MTA money woes.
Mm.
Now, on the side of the public, the riders, that must sound absolutely great. On the side of employees and workers, they must be out their rabbit ass mind. It is absolutely
Shenanigans.
absurd to uh, propose such a deal. Every year, what happens during contract, MP,
The fare goes up.
with the
It's one thing.
not just that,
Fare,
but
fare
what does
goes
the
up
union always cry?
and strap for
What
cash. MTA
there you
always
go.
strapped for cash.
MTA's always strapped for cash.
Right now, they're
Always
talking
losing
about
money.
bringing it up. I think 39 cents or something like that. Bringing up the fare in 2023. This guy got in my bus. It's like, oh, they're gonna bring up the fare, so you guys are gonna make more money. I was like, nah. Who told you
It has
that?
nothing to do with the
Where'd you get
paycheck.
that
Yeah,
information from?
that fare hike has nothing to do with
Nothing
the
to do with our
paycheck.
paycheck.
Yeah. So this is a clip from the articles. Yeah. A pair of Queens progressives want to make all city buses free, adding hundreds of millions of dollars to the MTA's belligerent budget needs, which they insist the state can fill with higher taxes. And that is coming from your state senator, Mike Janaris. I know I'm probably messing
You
his
got it
name up.
right. You got it right. Yeah.
State Senator Michael Janaris. That's him right there. Take a look at him, guys. Write his name down. And your assemblyman Zohan Mabdini. That's Zohan right here. He just got elected, by the way. So those two are pushing that will make riding the bus free of charge, one borough at a time, beginning next year, according to the Streets blog, requiring an extra $638 million per year by 2026 on top of the multi-billion-dollar deficits already anticipated by the MTA bean counters.
I don't
Six
see that
hundred and
happening
what?
in our lifetime.
638
Million.
million. And they want to put that on the tax people.
Wishful thinking.
So how do you how does the wider public feel about that part? Because they're gonna make you pay for it. Regardless if you're not paying on the bus, you're still paying for it. I mean, all they really have to do is come up with a better system to catch fare beaters. And a lot of their problems go away.
And with that, we have good segue into this story coming up with the MTA. Do I have it around here? Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Well, MTA
That's
is
the
asking the public. They're asking the public for ideas on how to better make the train turnstiles, the turnstiles in the subway stations. They're actually asking the public for ideas of how can they better that. What can they do to create some kind of a turnstile which will stop fare beaters. And that's on top of them taking the people out of the booth now. So now they got the clerks are going to be outside on the stations, which they could use
doing
as
customer service.
eyes and ears and customer service, right? And now they're trying to figure out a way for to use in our transit building in downtown Brooklyn. When you go in, you have to swipe the card, right? And they have this turnstile, but it's like a plexiglass kind of a cover. And I was thinking, I mean, can they make something like that with a higher plexiglass piece, something where you can't go
Tall.
under or over, you know?
Will have to be bulletproof.
Have to be bulletproof. Yeah,
No,
that
it will have to be bulletproof because people will break it or try to break it. It have to be
hmm
bulletproof. And if you make a turnstile, make it a turnstile always, it's tall, about 6-7 feet tall, and all the way to the ground with just maybe a half an inch space in between. And then you make it so that you're only enclosed when you go through, but it has to be wide enough to at least accommodate, uh,
yeah,
what they
wheelchairs.
call obese people. Oh no,
And
wheelchairs have
what
their own
about
entrance.
wheelchairs? Yeah,
Wheelchairs have their own entrance, have a whole separate entrance.
but those entrances, are they going to be manned? Are they going to be manned by
That's
the
that's the
booth clerks?
that's the whole thing because it's no
Because
way to really stop fare beaters unless you put cops there.
yeah,
There's no way
how you going
unless
to
you put
man
cops there.
every single
Uh-uh.
exit door in every single subway station? Then
Uh-uh.
you got people with strollers, you got people on wheelchairs, scooted that they need that to go through there. How would they fix that? It's a tough little job
If
they got to
they
fix.
could do some kind of, if it, I don't know how sophisticated our government is, but they do some kind because they have like face scans, face recognition, right? And you put those cameras up on the on the platforms by the fair, and you scan the retina of the person
What was that
to
movie?
get
What
in.
was that
You know,
movie? It was a movie like
was
that
it
with Tom
like Tom
Cruise.
Hanks? Yeah, the Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
they walking into the
You
subway and they
scan the
got all this
retina.
things
Boop, 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 boop.
where
You
they
see
would
all kinds
catch
of stuff.
you, where they catch you uh with a crime without you making the crime. You just
Pre-crime,
thought about doing the crime and you would get arrested just
pre-crime.
for
Mm-hmm.
thinking of. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You
That's
get
I
arrested
don't
for
know if they would
pre-crime. Yeah.
if we'll see that in our lifetime. I don't know, man.
No, but you know how they got Omni. If you have the Omni, you scan the Omni, and that particular person can get in. But
hmm
like if you have a facial recognition, if like let's just say,
Get everybody a chip.
and, and,
That's it. You gotta have a
and
chip under your
this is
skin
just
to travel.
this is this is just a theory, right? Let's say you start with the inmates, right? All the inmates have to get a facial recognition scan, and it becomes public. So everywhere they go, they get scanned by in the camera. It goes to the precinct, lets people know where they at. Because I'm
hmm
staying. These are inmates now whose rights are pretty much taken away, almost, or not all of it, but most of the rights are taken away. So now you're forced to be in the system So you start with them, and so when they go into the subway and they don't pay the fare, then nothing happens, but they get a ticket in the mail because of the facial recognition catches the crime on the scene. They get a ticket in the mail. If they
Mhm.
don't pay the ticket, then they get a disappearance ticket and they get a warrant out for their arrest, so they can go back to jail. Now you start with them. Then you get
Your boy
violators of
Blunt
any
for
kind like
New
that.
York mayor.
Then you get violators and stuff like that. You add them to the list, right?
Mm.
So you start with that. It might not be how you say politically correct because it might be just picking on a specific group, but they're criminals.
Mhm.
How much rights do they have, right? Let's say at a certain time you can't get your name off the list, you can't get your face off the list, and you can notify through the mail that you successfully ended your stint on the list and you no longer will be face recognized.
You know what? Another you
Until
saying
you
that? How
unless you do it
about
again.
everybody? Just about everybody that has a license. You have to have a license or a New York ID, right? So why they put
Right.
something into that card, just like they have on the credit cards when you pay, when you get on the Omni and you pay it, and it picks up the card and it charges to your bank, right? So with this thing, it would detect you going through a turnstile without paying, and then follow on what you just said. It picks it up on you because you always most people are going to be carrying their ID or the license, and it will pick it up and send you the ticket.
Right. Just
You
like
know,
Easy Pass. Go
yeah,
through the Easy Pass and you don't pay. You get the ticket in the mail.
yeah, put everything.
So the technology is already there. Let's
It might get to
utilize
the
it.
point where they'll probably have to do that. It's going to be a very expensive process, though, for sure.
Well,
But it's
according to
just
those two, they're trying to tax the people anyway.
mm.
Yep, that's crazy.
So
What
we're
else you got?
coming down to the end. Holy shit! What was that?
I don't know. I
Freaking!
don't know.
I moved the cable,
Thought it
and
was a snake.
I
You
thought,
thought it was a snake.
yo, yeah, seriously, I was like, what the hell is that? With the lighting, it just messed up with my eyesight. Check this out. Speaking of New York, did you hear about New York? The mayor looking for what they're calling a rat Caesar.
A rat
The
Caesar? Never heard of
rat
that.
Caesar. New York is looking to hire somebody, and they want to pay them up to $170,000 a year to be the man to get rid of New York City rats. They had a site where you could go and apply. That's already taken down. So I guess pretty soon we might find out who that Piper of New York is going to be, because that is something, $170,000 a year. So who knows how many people signed up for that, fill the application. The application was public. It was like for a few weeks now. It's they're not taking any more applications, but they're actually looking for someone who will have an idea,
It's probably flooded. That's why it probably broke the
yeah,
system.
on how to get rid of the rats. You know how many people are going to be coming out with their ideas, and that's exciting. I can't wait to see what happens with that. Who's going to be named the Caesar, the rat Caesar of New York? Who's going to come up with that plan, that idea that could get rid of
That is,
rats in New York City? Because those things are everywhere, man. I don't know.
that is
Sometimes I think New York
unbelievable.
puts money into the most stupid shit, though.
Not just New York,
170,000.
but yeah, I think you're right about that. I think you're right about that.
There
That
are
is
some
probably the
other
dumbest thing to
things
put money into.
that are better to put your money into. They could just start ticketing people for leaving trash out in certain areas where there's rats. They have to buy some kind of cans or something where the rats can't get into. Because the rats are gonna be there. If there's food, they're gonna be there. If you find a way to block them access to food, then more than likely they'll move on somewhere else looking for that food. Either that, there's so many, they become like cannibals. They start freaking eating each other out, eating each other out.
Whoa, that is
Wrong.
another show.
No, that's another
That
show.
is another
Rats eating
show
out
there, buddy.
rats. All right, I'm just stepping.
So did you hear the major announcement that was made early today by your best your number one president,
Ah, he stepped down.
Donald Trump?
Oh, you
No,
told. Oh, I thought you were talking about TW Local 100 because you know he
no,
stepped
your
down
favorite
too.
president. Oh yeah, who?
Yeah,
Otano?
yeah, he stepped
Oh,
down.
I didn't know
Now
that.
they got the guy that was following the became it's taking his spot. They chose him like 41 people and nobody against.
No, no
Yeah,
contest.
no
No one
contestant. Yeah,
contested it.
stepping down. He said he wants
They
to.
probably didn't even know about it.
He wants to
They
step
probably
down
didn't even
and
know.
yeah. So they picked this guy. He was I can't say much on it because I didn't read the whole thing. I just know that it was some next guy. He just chose him and made him the next president. And he's still gonna be kind
Mm,
of pulling the strings and behind closed doors, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, so you were saying so what happened? Who?
So yesterday, your favorite president, Donald Trumpy, he had put an announcement on his social media site that today he's going to have a big
My
announcement
favorite
and to be
president.
ready. Uh, And so this morning, he made the announcement, and you know what it was, guys. This is his big announcement.
Digital trading
You
cards.
can now
Yeah.
collect Trump cards,
Yo,
limited edition,
he's gonna pay buku dollars on that. I'm telling you.
limited edition NFT trading cards. You can now get them from your favorite president for only $99.
That's crazy. How many do you
That
get for $99?
that he has a couple. He has a couple.
A couple is two.
Like yeah, he has like two or three of them. It's not a lot. It's very few, but $99 for an NFT. Dude, that was his big announcement, a president. But yeah, that's out there.
Well, you
So
know
guys, if
Trump,
you
he's a businessman. He's a businessman.
uh,
Wow. I might just go buy a pack. Put it away.
get him before he's hot, before he's wearing that
Right?
orange jumpsuit.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable, bro. I didn't even hear about that. I did not even hear about that.
Yep, yep. That was his big. I'm thinking he's gonna like say something about running for president again, or some that he beat the case, or he found some kind of evidence about voter fraud. No, his big announcements that you can buy one of his cards for him. Which got him dressed up like look at the card. Look at the card, dude. Like look at this guy's
It's the
card. Are
new
you got
that's the newest superhero.
you gotta be oh I can't. I
I don't
can't.
know, man.
I can't with
Send
the
your hate mail to your boy blunt at Gmail. Not even at two terms of mistress at Gmail.
Yeah.
We got a couple minutes. I want to throw this in here, bro, because we've have been sitting on this for a little bit now. I think it's a little crazy. And where is that video? I guess I probably took it down. We took it down, bro. It was only like 8 seconds long. Oh, here we go. Check this out real quick. Look at this.
Mm,
You guys know what that is? Look at that. That's the new that's the new Balenciaga bags from Paris.
Balenciaga, yep.
The new bags, man. I wonder how many women are jumping on. These things are going to upwards of to $1,500. Um,
$1,500.
mhm. Lay's potato chip handbags that cost $1,500. They're not plastic, but they have that look. I mean, they did a great job
Hmm.
with it. They have
Yeah,
that
it mimics
look
it
of a bag.
exactly.
Yeah, it's another one, and here's another screenshot of three different ones. And
Three different flavors you can
but
get.
it's not plastic. And
No,
$1,500. Who's
$1,500
buying
for a
that?
bag, or a bag that looked like a 50-cent bag of chips.
I'm gonna get like the 329 bag of chips, and I'm gonna put a little zipper on the top. See if anybody can
That
tell the difference.
reminds me of when no, I mean it's ridiculous. It reminds me of when Payless did the swap, did the store swap. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They changed the store in the mall, and they changed the name to Palasi, which is
You got a
Payless.
video on that, don't
Palasi.
you?
I did. I don't know if it's up there, if it's still up there, but they changed the name to Palasi. Is it up there? I don't know. What's up there? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Look at this.
Now, with an exclusive look behind the scenes of that social experiment you may have seen, it's the Payless prank, seeing whether people would pay more for something that costs a lot less based on a brand name.
Payless hired an ad agency to bring together Los Angeles fashion influencers to see if they would buy their very affordable shoes if they thought they were from a high-end brand. Watch.
Watch these fashion lovers in a mad dash to go after these sleek-looking shoes.
Very, European, very, upscale.
For me to experience this as an Italian designer is amazing.
I could definitely wear this to like a Met Gala dinner.
They're willing to pay top dollar.
I would pay 400, 500. Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Where'd you get those? Those are amazing."
The only problem, this posh shoe boutique, Palesi,
welcome to Palesi,
doesn't exist. It's really a provocative social experiment by discount shoemaker Payless.
We built a fake luxury store, filled it with avant-garde sculptures and displays. We even hired a full team of sales associates. Then we filled all the shelves with Payless shoes.
This was a record opening store for all of Payless history.
Turns out it was so convincing that these online fashion influencers were sold on the craftsmanship and looks of these hot shoes.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And were shocked when they learned that shoes they would pay as much as $645 for, like these, were really just $35.
These are actually from Payless.
You've got to be kidding me.
Shut up. Are you serious?
The unsuspecting shoppers received full refunds, plus got the shoes for free. Payless tells us they simply wanted to change people's perceptions about what luxury should cost.
There's a sucker born every minute.
But you see how determined and into it they were when they was buying it. Oh, these are elegant and extravagant. I would wear this and that, the third, until they found out it was Payless. Like what changed? What changed? The only thing that changed was the name of the price. Everything else should still be the same, right?
You're paying for. You're paying for the
Mm-hmm.
name. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
listening to them. They
So-
were like, yeah, it's like so excited about it. Yeah, I will pay this money. Look at the
And my
material.
friends have been like, oh, where did you get that? Yeah, Palasi.
Palazzi. That just shows you how people just fall for
Yeah.
shit like that.
So Balenciaga, because Balenciaga is like one of the top names in fashion, that they're gonna do well with those bags.
Yeah,
Why
they're
not?
probably
Why
laughing
not?
at people that are buying that. A bag of
look
chips.
at the
Hey, who came up with the idea? Let's make a bag of chips.
chips. Yeah.
Who make
I mean,
so much money on that? I'm waiting to see somebody
Look
on
at
the
the
street
kid-
wearing that Balenciaga bag.
nah, I don't think people that we know can afford that stuff like that.
Listen, there's people that we know that can't, and you still see them out there, unless they be going to
You
Canal
still see
Street
them
and
with
getting the fake stuff and trying to play it off.
Get you a bootleg, Balenciaga. Or do like that lady did on TikTok. I thought I had a video I didn't download. She bought a bag of chips, put a zipper on the chips, and put a string on the chips, and wore it like the Balenciaga bag. She said, "I'm not paying $1,500." You can't tell. So at first glance, that's what you're gonna think it's a Balenciaga, right?
Exactly. All right, we out, man. We out.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
people
We done.
watching. We will post the link to the show, but tomorrow. But just to know, remember to watch us live and join the conversation. You got to be here on YouTube to join the conversation. And with that said, I think we're done, right?
Yep.
Last words.
Nope.
Bye.
Later.